Football team in attendance. It was a packed crowd, very intense. Here is what you didn't see after the game. At the end of the celebration, as fans were storming the court, that's Iowa's Caitlin Clark getting knocked around by a fan who clearly did not see her trying to exit the court. Now, she said after the game that the incident was kind of scary, but that she is okay. She also said that Ohio State's athletic director, Gene Smith, personally apologized to her for the incident, but all of our jaws were wide open when we saw this play out.
I despise court storming for safety reasons. How could you not be prepared for this? Iowa's the #2 team in the country. Ohio State had a very good chance of winning this game. Caitlin Clark is one of the most popular players in sports right now, professional, college level, it doesn't matter. She has security with her constantly. In the Purdue Northwestern game on the men's side, the officials called a timeout with less than a second to go and allowed Purdue to get off of the floor safely before the court storming happened. That should have happened in this game. Ohio State's facility security were not prepared for this. It is so scary because injuries like that happen all the time in court storming, and you don't know what people are going to do. That should not have happened.
Yeah, Megan actually called it when the three of us were sitting here together. She goes, everybody has to be careful here because a player could get injured. As a player, Aaliyah, how scary is this situation when not only are you coming off an upset, a tough loss, now you're in a situation where you don't know how to exit the floor safely?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard, but you just have to be more aware, especially the people storming the court, just because, I mean, you know that there's still an opposing team on there, but just thankful that Caitlin said she was okay and that there was no harm.
And that fan obviously was not paying attention. She didn't mean to do it. It didn't look like from the video, at least. But there need to be certain safety measures put in place to protect the players. And it's on the higher ups to work on making sure the players are safe at all times.
Street, what's up, baby?
What's going on, light skinned dude, man? Light skinned dude back. They back in style yet, man?
Hey, boy, Albie Sure got us back night and day, baby. We are on the block, baby. Hey, we on the block. We on the corner. Hey,
what's going on, bro?
I'm good, man. Hey, we back at it. It's Monday, dog. We got a lot to talk about. LV gave us the thumbs up, so everything looks good, sounds good. We on the block. We got a billboard on the block now. We live, so everybody can see us.
Hold up, now that's live. What? That's live.
Yeah, that's our street, dog. This Hayes Street, dog.
Hayes Street. You got the Hayes Street. Hold up, now we got detail down here. We got Hayes Street down.
Hey, dog. Hey, we live right now. We live. You know what I'm saying? We got the people. You know they're watching us, dog.
What city we in, dog? What city we in?
Man, we at the crib, dog. Maybe not.
Maybe.
Don't worry about what city you in. Just know we own the street, dog. That's all I can tell you. Just know we own the street.
That's fly, dog. That's fly. What's going on, man? You watch some football this weekend, dog?
Of course, dog. Hey.
Yeah.
All day and day.
Yeah.
All day and day, man. Yeah.
Anything stick out to you, dog?
Yeah, well, like you said, we played a little clip right there in the beginning, man. Of course, we talked about this on the previous show. We talked about player safety. We talked about that one time before. I think it was the Eagles. They were throwing popcorn on the person. You saw LeBron when the guy came, and again, two incidents. That was the what you heard at the very beginning was the Caitlin Clark, who is the female basketball player for Iowa. Remember, there was a big deal with her and Angel Reese from LSU last year. And they played Ohio State, and they lost. Ohio State upsets them, and the young lady ran on the court and bumped into her. I don't think it was intentional by no stretch of the imagination, but I will say I think Caitlin Clark got a little LeBron James floppish. She got a little floppish with it. And she was looking for a foul. Yeah, hey, I don't think she remembered the game was over. She thought she was gonna get a foul or something. But it is what it is.
She put her head and just lost. They just got upset, right?
Yeah, they just got upset. Yeah.
Yeah, she probably frustrated a little bit, dog. They carried her out of there though. They carried her out of there like old Paul Pierce in the finals.
Well, I thought it was hey, you better call Sal. I thought she was gonna get one of them doggone street ambulance lawyers, like she would hurt her back or something. But I say all that to say, and then we'll bring up the Patrick Mahomes snowball thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I get it. Right, fans storm the court, especially in college. They don't do it in NFL in professional sport. But in college, you know, the student body, the student body, you know, run on the field or they storm the court. And we saw, I forgot what game that was. Was it Georgia that lost to Alabama? I believe it was, or maybe it was Tennessee.
And the boy he punched
it was Tennessee. Tennessee beat Alabama. Matter of fact, I got my football right here. Hold up. Huh? Shout out to my boy, man.
He want to show off. He want to
Look
show
at
off with Joe Milton.
Tennessee. Look at that. Tennessee 52, Alabama 49 up in there, man.
What round Joe Milton going? What round Joe Milton going?
Man, one, dog. Come on. Anything less? Anything less is uncivilized, my brother. That's all I'm
going one. You going one?
First pick overall.
There it is. But go ahead. But yeah.
Hey, and there's no debate. Whoever want to debate, argue with your mama. Because I'm telling you, that's what it is.
That's what it is. One.
But anyway, you know, like I say, man, it's interesting that you see these things. And I've always asked, where's the player safety? Because imagine if Caitlin punches that girl back or they get into a scuffle, right? Because you just lost. It's high intense, and whatever the case may be. And then also the second one is Patrick Mahomes. I don't know. I guess it was family or whatever. He ran over there, and the people just started throwing snowballs at him and stuff. And the snowball within itself is innocent, but you know how I go back in the day. Again, I'm a Florida boy, right? Street. I ain't know people put rocks in snowballs. You know what I mean? So when I was in Virginia and they had a thing, them dang on New Yorkers was putting rocks in the dang snowball.
Yeah, we don't know how to make no snowballs. They know how people souping up the snowball. We don't know how to make them.
Hey, we know how to make snowballs, but they going back.
I mean,
anyway.
Yeah, yo. The bottom line, man. I mean, sports, they build these nice stadiums, man, and they have these nice commercials and nice marketing. But bro, at the end of the day, it's a gladiator sport with gladiator spectators. That is just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's an ugly situation. I mean, you go on the road, these dudes drunk, they gambling. They happiness. They gotta go home to their wife. She got 3 teeth. She go, like, you know what I'm saying? It's their happiness for some of these guys. And to walk in there and Kansas City not do a thing on the stat sheet and get out of there with a win. It's frustration involved in sports, bro. And I don't know why we try to make it seem this. I'm not gonna say frustrated. It's emotions, because the other one is just emotions. People running on the court, they upset the giant. But it's emotions in sports. And if you're not going to, it seems as if they fail to, I don't know, protect the player, or what could you do? Somebody in 60,000 seat stadium throwing snowballs. Like, it's not much you can do there. If you feel me, but at the same time, I'm just saying that it is what it is when it comes to the fans. If you're not going to control the fans, believe me, they would do anything. I seen the kid following the kid on the field, and he was taunting him as he was walking off the field. Last year. Yeah. So if you're not going to control them, they're going to do anything and everything, and they're failing to control them in certain situations. It happened to Caitlin Clark now. Let's see what happens now.
I ain't want to bring it up, Steve. I ain't want to bring it up.
Let's see what happens now. It don't happen to Caitlin Clark. Let's see what happens now.
She was bent all over. Whatever. But anyway, like I said, I mean, I say whatever in the sense, not the fact what happened. The young lady was excited. She didn't go punch her or hit her, but I think she played it up. I think Caitlin Clark played it up, and you know how that go. But anyhow, to your point, you're right in the sense when it comes to the fans, because I can't remember, it was the Bills game, and they went to throw a pass in the end zone, and the dude threw a snowball while the ball was coming. I don't know if you saw that. The dude was going to catch the ball, and a snowball went right by his head. I actually thought it was a flag. I'm like, what the flag on, bro? He had the dude beat.
That's
That's
interference, right?
But that's fan interference. But it
interference.
didn't hit the guy. But still, how do you control that? Is it almost like baseball where if a fan interferes with trying to catch a foul ball or a ball going over the fence?
Well, that's easy. That's easy. That's the easy one there. That's the penalty. 15 yards on Buffalo. Oh, they'll stop. Them fans will stop then.
Yeah.
they don't stop. Yeah, that's a penalty. That's the easy one.
But the sad part about it is, how do you prove it? Because what if it's a Buffalo fan there and it's a KC fan there? How do you know he wasn't throwing? Like, see what I'm saying? Like,
well, yeah. I mean, then what's the name of the Jay-Z song with Street Court? Then it'll be court in the streets. You know what I'm saying? The Buffalo fans will deal with the Kansas City fans.
They be throwing blows up.
We ain't worried about that. You know what I'm saying? We're not worried about that at all. He'll get dealt with.
That boy coming out there looking like a raccoon. That boy had 2 black eyes, boy. That boy be on the
street justice. What they call it? Street justice.
Street justice.
Yeah,
Shut up,
he getting dealt with.
So how do you think about it? You got these players, right? Patrick Mahomes runs over there, first of all, without a helmet on. You don't know what's in it, in these snowballs or whatever the case may be. Like, how do you protect these $1 million dudes from that kind of stuff, right? And that's the question. Same thing in basketball. Basketball is such a close sport. I mean, these dudes paid thousands and thousands of dollars to sit courtside. Literally can get up at any moment and run across the middle of the court. Now, most of them won't because these guys paid a lot of money and they probably, mostly celebrities and so forth, so they won't do that. But that still doesn't stop a dude in the 5th row. Skip, go. And I've seen a referee one time tackle a dude, like she saw it happen. I don't know if y'all saw that clip. And she saw the person trying to run up and she tackled the dude. So I don't know how you stop it, dog. But at the end of the day, they're going to have to do something because, like you said about LeBron, what if Buddy wanted to come in there with the shank and give him one?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That LeBron one was kind of crazy, bro. Like, yeah, that was kind of that Brown was a bit much, man. He had no clue. He had no business getting that close, that easy.
Yeah. And I'm surprised more players haven't gotten hurt when they go after the balls and dive into the 2nd and 3rd and 4th row and all of that stuff. And, especially Dennis Rodman back in his day, he used to love that kind of stuff. Boy, he make it happen. But, yeah, man, I mean, that's how I look at it, man. Real quick, man, let's do some shout-outs to some folks out here, man. I got Shad in the building, Angel in the building. Who on your side of the street? Huh? Who on your side of the street?
Who on my side of the street? Let me see who we got over here on my side of the street. He's up on your side of the street. Let's see who we got over here, dog.
I got Lexus on my side of the street.
Who from my crib over here? Let me see. You got Don Snaps in here. Yo, what's going on, Don? I got Don over here. Let's see who else over here. LNV, that's yours.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Bill.
I got Don. Hey, Bill.
Pilo,
man. Pilo, yours?
Yeah. He always say, shout out to the best channel on YouTube, Coach Hay Football. I got Lex, I got Rocky over in here, man. I got quite a few people up here on my side of the street. John Kennedy.
I got my boy. He always first on my boy Insane DW. What's going on, Insane? Shout out to all the villains.
Hey, Insane. I'm gonna hold you to that Johnny Walker Blue now. I'm gonna hold you to it, brother.
What Insane I did? Insane I made a bet, dog.
Nah, he just said when we get together, dog, it's gonna be a great time.
He said he got you.
Yeah. He got me.
George, what's going on, bro? So now, bro, listen. Another story dropped today. Now, when I heard this story, right, I was like, nah, ain't no way. There's no way. Florida Gators are under investigation, and it goes back to Jaden Rashada. Jaden Rashada played for the Immortal 7-on-7 in an overtime tournament, committed to Miami. They said the man wasn't never in the group text with the rest of the recruits. The recruits said they knew he wasn't coming. Decommitted from Miami, committed to Florida, and the numbers that started coming out on Jaden Rashada were crazy. Crazy. Offer 8 million, 9 million, 10 million. So the Athletic today came out with a report, Florida under investigation. Jaden Rashada was offered a $13 million NIL deal by a collective that no longer exists, right? I think they kind of dissolved after all of this.
Bam! 13 million.
13 million. 13 million to the curly haired joker who ain't never played a college football game in his life.
Sure enough.
Now the breakdown is not just 13 million up front. He don't just get in and walk away, because at that point he getting paid more than Brock Purdy. They kind of break it down into years. Yeah, they kind of break it down into years, right?
Yes,
months, because they kind of string it out. They try to keep them. But eventually that deal must have went sour, because Jaden Rashada stood up and said, "Hey man, I want out of my LOI, man. Something don't smell right. This gator meat don't smell right over here." And he asked out of his LOI. And everybody was like, what they gonna do? Well, at that point, you gotta let him out because he could scream. So they let him go. Went to Arizona State, became a starter. But then the story done reared his ugly head again. And what they tried to prevent, they still under investigation because of this recruitment.
So I'm gonna say this
$13 million, bro.
Yeah, and I'm gonna break this 13 milli down for y'all. Listen to these numbers, y'all. Coming out of high school, $500,000 up front. Cut him a check. Yeah. His freshman year, he gets $250,000 a month as a freshman. $250,000 every month. Not that year, every month. I want to be clear on that. His sophomore year, he gets $291,600. Hold on, I want y'all to listen close to these numbers. $291,666.66. A lot of sixes in there, if you know what I'm saying. 666 a month as a sophomore. As a junior, $291,666 a month. Right? So an increase of about $42,000 from his freshman year. His junior year, he would have gotten three. Now, this is all per the Athletic. So y'all missed me with these numbers. $375,000 a month as a junior. And then as a senior, $195,000 a month. $195,833 a month as a senior, which would have totaled $13 million in some change. I think that the senior number would drop drastically, because I think they would have thought, well, his senior year, I think they would have encouraged him. We got all we could out the dude, and I dip. You know what I'm saying? Right. But we don't want, because we're not going to be able to compete with NFL money, but you got to stay for 3.
Right.
So he may not have gotten the whole 13 if he would have just stayed 3 years. However, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Hey,
and they blew it.
It is crazy. It is crazy. Because when I heard these numbers, I just thought it was malarkey. But I heard these people, man, who was handling his stuff were about their business. Who was handling pause. I heard these people that was handling their junk.
Hold up, Street. I ain't gonna let you just pass over that word you just used.
Malarkey.
What the F is malarkey?
The time I spent in North Carolina, dog. Malarkey.
You out there with the Geechee. You out there with the Geechee. But anyway, go ahead, man. Finish the story, dog.
Yeah, I heard these people about their business, bro. You know how they say, his daddy and they money hungry. That's what anytime people start asking, doing business, right? That ain't just saying, yes, sir, no, sir. We're going to go ahead and buy it. So what we going to play? We want me to put helmet on there? Anytime you start doing business, they start saying, man, they about money. But I heard these people about business. You know what I'm saying? The people about business. And they had to push the ball way up there. When I heard it, bro, I thought it wasn't real. Now, the Athletic, I know the Athletic, they're all about their stories. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to write anything, any fluff. This is crazy because when Jaden Rashada left Miami, we took Emory. And Miami was very confident that Emory and Jaden Rashada were pretty damn close.
Mm. So you saying Emory
Yeah.
worth $13 million? Is that what you're just telling me?
I'm saying closed mouths don't get fed. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Closed mouths don't get fed. Yes, dogs. Emory went out there. He won. It was 1-1. He beat Clemson, lost to Florida State. But I mean, I'm just saying that to say that Florida's willing to pay that number, right? A lot of people say, I know we're laughing about there's a lot of money. Yada, yada, yada. There's not a lot of money compared to the money that they have. It's not.
That's true.
And if they're willing to pay it, right? One thing business people aren't going to do is put themselves in the red. If they're willing to pay it, it's because that's where the market probably should be, somewhere around there. Once the market gets to the cap and they're like, oh man, we can't keep doing this, it'll show itself. So if they were willing to get Jaden Rashada $13 million, right? More than some NFL quarterback. There's some NFL quarterbacks on the roster not making that, right, Hayes?
True story. There's a lot of players ain't making that.
Then somehow they feel Jaden Rashada was going to bring that value back. And I don't know if it's just about a national championship. I don't know if it's about putting butts in the seats. Maybe it's all of it put together. But they know their business, right? And they know what they felt Jaden Rashada was going to bring. It's the market.
I mean, I hear where you're coming from, and I'm gonna just speak as a layman, right? Because I know you deal with the stock market and all that stuff.
Nah, talk to me from Give me your
I don't think there is a market, and I think they were trying to set the standards for the market because there's no chart that you go off of, right? So they were the lack of a better term, the trailblazers, the pioneers of setting the standard, of setting the baseline. And that baseline was set super high, dog, because again, we're talking about unproven talent. And a lot of people make this comparison. Well, they pay first rounders this kind of money, and that don't mean they're going to pan out. True indeed.
Right.
However, there's way more colleges than there are NFL teams, in essence. And second, you're also looking at a different level of play. We're talking about high school where you can be on a super team, or you can be, if you're maybe one of these private schools in a smaller town. Like, for example, I just did Julian Sains, the young man who transferred from Alabama to Ohio State.
Quarterback.
And I looked at his film. He can throw the football. However,
right.
It ain't a lot of doggone hurricane bangs chasing him. You know what I mean? And putting that helmet on him. So there's a difference in how it lies. You understand what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying. But 13 million street, 13 million for an 18-year-old kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't mad now. I ain't mad that he got it. I'm not tripping. I'm just saying, once you set the bar that high, the next dude is going to come. The bar never goes down. It only goes up. Or
yeah,
it remains around the same,
Right. And you're right. There isn't a market because Nico Lamaleva, I heard, was $9 million. And I didn't think that was real either, because a lot of them are just Twitter numbers, until I saw somebody that was involved with the deal. And it was like, yeah, bro, you kind of had 200,000 in high school. And God damn, it's a new day. Remember that song? God damn, it's a new day.
Straight. It's past a new day.
Yeah.
$250,000 every 30 days.
Man, Bo Jackson turning over in his grave.
I'm going to explain what that means. Let me explain something real quick what that means. That's $4 million a year if you just take the average.
Mm-hmm.
And we had broke this down because, we talk about the Canes.
Right.
Mario Cristobal every 2 weeks, just off the rough numbers. I know it's taxes and all that stuff for all you finance people out there. Relax. But if you break down the raw number, Mario Cristobal would have made $302,000 every 2 weeks. So $604,000 a month. The quarterback for the University of Florida would have made a little bit less than half of what the head coach makes at $8 million a year. Bruh, what are we talking about? Bruh, what are we talking about, dog?
It's really, listen, bro, because there's no guardrails, right? Through business, they're literally showing how much this game produces at the college level. If they were going to give one guy the 60-man, how many people on the team? 80-man roster.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody is getting paid. Bro, listen. They only giving fractions to the workers. The employees only getting 10% of what the company is making.
Bruh. Right,
They
like
only giving fractions to the worker.
Yeah, so like LeBron, like remember when Shaq made that big $120 million deal, and everybody like, oh, yeah. Bro, remember if the owner can pay Shaq that plus the other players and all the other employees and all of that and take care of all of the overhead, what do you think they are making? They're never going to pay Shaq, like you said. They're never going to put themselves in the red so the employee could be in the black.
Not even close. The employees don't even be 50% of the payroll. Not even close. So if he could write Shaq, he go, 100 million, Shaq, go get you some spinning rims. Remember Chris Rock? Shaq.
The spree wheel.
Some spinning rims. Go get some spinning rims. Right. If they get, that means it's a lot of money, and it's still a lot of money on the table, man. And I think there's still more conversations that have to be had when it comes to the college football games. But hey, EA Sports gonna give them an extra 500, so hey, they straight.
So let me ask you a question, because now we talked about what it was. NCAA gonna come in apparently. I don't know what they're gonna do. We know Florida State was apparently hit with something with their coach Alex Atkins, the O-line coach and offensive coordinator, was hit with some sanctions, and he got to go to classes, and they got a couple of things. They got, it says 2 years probation and whatever else that is. I did a video on it. Y'all go check it out. But Street.
Okay.
How does Jaden Rashada go from $13 million to Arizona State? And we ain't heard nothing about NIL deals at Arizona State. How does that happen? How do you go from the $13 million on the table negotiating to Arizona State, right? Not like Julian saying Alabama to Ohio State. This person to that. You went to Arizona State, dog. Like,
because I think Florida would have had a hard on of taking Rashada from Miami. I'm not sure if that would have ever happened, bro. And I'm not sure if the numbers would have ever happened, and I think that's why they got out of there. I think they smelled something, dog.
So then that forces me to ask this next question. Before you commit, and again, I know there's some legalities in there. Oh, y'all, excuse me, man. We got a dono. I'm sorry. I ain't see it. I apologize. I must have been looking the other way. I know I'm in the middle of it, but I got to give love to the dub right here. 305, LOL 305 for the $20, man. If the numbers are true, they are unjustifiable. An article came out this week stating OSU, I would assume that's Ohio State, you're talking about, paid about $13 million to keep current players and to recruit the portal. So that is Ohio State. I agree. I can't deny that. But I will say on the flip side of the coin, right? If you can get it, what they always say, you get what you negotiate. So if you can get it, if those numbers are true, and like you said, the Athletic kind of stands on their stories, then bruh, I'm not mad at Jaden Rashada. What I'm mad is he went from that to Arizona State, and what does he get in there? Just a scholarship and a cost of attendance?
Nah, I'm sure. Nah, his daddy was kind of hard up on it, bro. I'm sure. I'm sure they got something. Let's see. Let's see if he got a worth out here. Jaden Rashada. Let's see if he got. Let's see if he got a worth out here. How much he worth? I'm sure he got something. They weren't just gonna lay down and yeah, cause dad was about his business, boy. Let's see if they got him. Jaden Rashada, according to On3, is worth $400,000 a year.
Not according to Florida. He was worth that a month. Hey, Florida was
Hey.
bro, even if you cut that number in half,
Right.
that number in half to 7.5 million, 7 million, 6 million, bruh.
Right.
Bruh.
Man, listen. Like I said, I think they got out of there because if it was going to happen, they would have been there, rich, Lamborghinis, right around from Gainesville. They got out of there because I think they realized it wasn't going to happen. So what's happening in a lot of these NIL deals? You're dealing with parents who took their son to practice every day and working class a lot of times, and they're not really business people, right? So what started happening is the coaches start talking. And the coaches start saying, hey, listen, man, blah, blah, blah. We get you in here. They get you in the room, and they start giving you numbers, telling you numbers, verbally speaking numbers, right? But most of these parents aren't business savvy, so they're not going to make them put it in writing. So long as somebody's just talking, right? And just talking, right?
Okay.
I think so for whatever the athletic found, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they found contracts or they found, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they found to get these numbers, I think it was a lot of talking going on. And when they got there, they felt like, man, this ain't about to happen. Or they couldn't stay there. Remember, because Ruiz, he was in the country. Miami had because Miami had him first.
Right. Well, no, Florida had him first. Miami had him.
Miami got him, right.
Went back to Florida.
Uh-huh.
Then ASU. Arizona State.
Look at this man, Peter, man. Right. So we was hearing there was a lawsuit in there somewhere, and that could have had something to do with him leaving too. Also, trying to get out of Florida. But bro, at the end of the day, like I said, I don't believe that was about to happen. And that collective kind of, I think they dissolved after that. And now Florida has something else, I think.
Yeah, I'll say this. I got an inside source here. I'll leave him nameless.
Yeah, it is.
He says that, you know, Coach Hayes always got the inside sources. But he says that
all right, don't get
no, I don't know about LMV. You know what, LMV? I saw that thing you sent me with Scooby-Doo. You know what, LMV? Matter of fact, put your hand out. LMV, come in. Put your hand out right now.
Everybody looking at the street down there, man. Talking about Warren Sapp down there picking up the street.
Hey, we on the block right now. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, y'all gonna love it, dog. We on the block right now. Don't worry about what that's at. I hear y'all.
You might be trying to get swallowed.
Hey, we might have to do a giveaway or something if they can determine where Hayes Street is. If they can figure out where Hayes Street is, we might do something, man. What you think?
Let's go.
All right, we'll figure out something. If somebody can put up there where Hayes Street is.
Somebody in the comment section said, which is true. Don't forget that that's yearly. So that 13 million is stretched out yearly.
Correct.
Correct. Yeah, which makes it a less of a blow on a program that's producing money. You know what I'm saying? Every year they're producing money. So it makes it less of a blow when it is stretched out like that. But man, that boy about to be filthy rich, man.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say my inside source says at ASU.
But that's
and I
not
see,
filthy rich. I mean, he's very comfortable. Let me stop talking like that. That's not filthy rich. Very
bruh, for 13 million, give Coach Hayes 13 million. Watch this. Just give me 13 million. I'm gonna flip that thing on his head. It'll be 31 million. Watch this. Watch. But anyway, listen.
Man,
But
Bojangles gonna get all that money.
you right. In stocks.
Bojangles, finger licking.
Bro, they building a new Bojangles, matter of fact, right down the street. Like they coming back, dog. It's funny you say that. They actually building a Bojangles, a brand new one right there down the street. I thought it was gone. Because in Miami, right on 183rd Street, right next to the McDonald's on 47 183rd, we used to be a Bojangles. Then they got rid of it.
Yeah.
Slow it down. But anyway, let me give my source. I got a source. It says that Jaden Rashada signed a NIL deal with a bicycle company. Not sure how much that was, but that's what my source says. And I trust that source, and that's what it is. And also, somebody said, Sheldon, I think, said, Coach, you keep saying he left this money and went to ASU. No, I wasn't saying that ASU is a lesser school, which, I mean, technically, okay. But what I was saying was,
what?
yeah, it is. I mean, just call it what it is. I'm not trying to be funny. It's whatever. I was talking about the money, saying that you left 13 million and you went to ASU and there's no money. Like there's no, I'm not saying didn't get any money. You got something, but that's all I was just saying. Like I wasn't trying to downplay Arizona State more than I was saying you left 13 million over here at this school and you went to Arizona State, and I'm not sure what you're getting, but I guarantee it's not 13 million. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, I think by the time they got there, they stopped talking. Yeah, hey man, if we're gonna talk about money, man, let's just go on in the back room by the kitchen in the cave or something. By the time they got there, I'm sure they had to learn their lesson.
Yeah, man. I mean, so and then again, he goes to Arizona State, comes in as a true freshman, starts and he got injured. So he couldn't finish out the season. I don't know what his stats were. I could pull it up. But let's see if he was good as advertised. You know what I mean?
They said he was balling. They said he was balling in the
Let me see who his college stats are. So he played in 3 games, 44 of 82, 53% completion rate, 485 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. I don't know if that's worth $250,000 a month.
How many games he played in?
3.
Yeah.
For 400, yeah. But I'm just saying, you got in 3 games, you got 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Again, he's a freshman. I get it. I understand. However,
3 games.
However, I don't know if that's $250,000 a month numbers.
You got a dono in there.
Yes, sir. All right, Norman, what's up, man? Aloha, man. All the way in Hawaii, $15. NCAA had a chance to prevent NIL back in 1983 on the recruitment of Marcus Dupree. Yeah. He was offered jewelry, cars, cash, vacations. NCAA had to have known. It went right over their heads. I get it, man. But man, listen, college has been cutting check. If y'all ain't seen the movie Blue Chip, man, it's old school. It may not be in 16:9 on HD, but you still can watch it. It's a good movie starring Shaquille O'Neal. Who else is in that movie? Another basketball. Penny Hardaway.
Anthony Hardaway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And somebody, Chris Mullin, I think. Wasn't Chris Mullin in that movie?
Chris Mullin was in there. Yeah, they went to Indiana. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chris Mullin. He played in the barn or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go check that movie out. Trust me, movies don't come out of thin air. They come off of other stuff, man. So to that point, that's just how I look at it. That damn street. I'm gonna ask this and we'll move on to our last topic. What would you do with $250,000 a month at 18 years old? Think about who you were at 18.
At 18?
18, going into college. What would you do with $250,000 a month?
I probably first thing I would have thought was just buy my mama a house.
You got that in 30 days. I mean,
and then after that, I don't know, bro. Like when we were in school, like we didn't have the information that they had. They have information. They can literally go to ChatGPT and be like, "I'm 18. I'm getting $250,000 a month. What could I do?" And ChatGPT will give them numerous plans.
you know what,
I mean,
Street? I'm gonna
so
say this.
we did
I'll
not
say
have
this
the
too.
information that they had.
I agree. We didn't.
Yeah.
But that's all relative. We got kids right now. Y'all know I work in the school system. We got kids that literally have whatever they need in their pocket. We had to go to
Right.
North Day Library over there 27th and try and look at the card catalog in the Dewey Decimal System. However, these shorties got all information in their pocket and they refuse to use it. I think it's all relative. I think there are some kids who understand the power of the phone, just like they're back in our day, with some kids who understood the power of the internet. I mean, the power of the library, right? And how to find information. These kids today, think about this. You have all this information and they know nothing. We are quick to look up stuff. I got kids that ask me how to spell a word and they got a phone in their pocket. Come on, dog. Stop it.
They literally just use it for games, huh?
Yeah, they don't use it to get information. I was watching one of them shows. The dude said the power in our cell phones is more. Our phones are more powerful today than what it took to go to the moon. Now, for y'all don't believe in the moon landings, whatever, that's not what this is about. But I'm just saying that our phones has more processing power than that entire room of mainframes. And so, yeah, we have access to way more information quickly and fast.
Right.
But one thing about Google or Siri or whatever you have, if you don't ever ask it a question, it ain't gonna give you an answer.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. I witnessed that before. Like I asked a kid one time to Google something, and he couldn't get to the answer.
They don't know how to ask the question.
Yeah, and he grew up with the phone. Like they grew up, they don't know life without a phone. But he couldn't get to the answer, which was very easy for me to do. And I was like, wait a minute, there's no way I could wield this phone better than him.
That's not true.
I know.
He can maneuver the phone better than you. But what you have and he doesn't is critical thinking skills. They don't know how to critically think. They want everything to give you an answer. So your critical thinking skills kick in to say, how can I ask this question 4 or 5 different ways to come up with various answers and I can compile an answer? These just now, hey, how do I do da da da? And whatever Siri says, or I can't say A because she'll turn on. Whatever A says, that's what they go with. They don't know if it's right or wrong. Yeah. So that's the sad part about it. Like these jits, they don't have critical thinking skills. They don't know how to think about it. I don't know the music industry. I know you dealt with it. I heard 360 deals are terrible. But these shorties still getting into it. I guarantee most of them get into it have never even looked up what is a 360 deal.
Yeah, because I think at that point, it's either stay in the hood, running from drive-bys, looking for studio time money, taking this horrible deal for $150,000.
Yeah, but how do you maneuver? I get that. I got to get in. I got to get paid.
Right.
But if I knew what it was, I know how to maneuver through it to get out of it, to turn into the next jigger, to turn into the next this or that. But anyway, that's what it is, man. But yeah, man. What's this last topic you want to talk about? We 45 in.
Yeah, but that's sad though, bro. Because Hayes, you deal with kids every day, so you know firsthand. Now my lady tell me about her third grader, but you deal with junior high school kids, so you're telling firsthand that they don't know how to. All they know how to do is play the games on the phone.
Yeah, they do what they're told, and they're used to following routines. Right, a lot of these games they play are routine games, so they don't critically think. They follow the rules. They follow go left, go right, go left. They don't understand. They can't. They can't think, like they can't process and comprehend scenarios to. I'm telling you, go ask one of your kids or kids, ask one of them jits, hey man, how do you find out what questions I should ask? You basically give them that question. Like, how do you go on a recruiting? Let's just say I'm the top recruit in the country. And I don't have any questions for the college coach. When I could type in right here, watch this. They won't do this. They won't do something just as simple as this, bro. Watch this. What questions should I ask a college recruiter? I guarantee 99% of the people. Look at this. NCAAsports.org. 12 questions you should ask a college coach. First thing pop up. First thing pop here. And then they even got good enough. What are some good questions to ask a college recruiter? What not to say to a college recruiter? How do you impress a college recruiter? But they won't ever ask that question, so therefore they won't ever get it. Mm-hmm.
I think the 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
And I got and they even tell you how fast the computer tell you 0.0003 some milliseconds. That's how fast it gave you 1 million answers. And I got all this information right here on the phone of all this information, but they won't ask it the question, and that's the problem.
My homeboy in the comments said Streeter once asked Manny Diaz a question. And he couldn't figure out the answer to it either.
Manny, you dirty Manny.
Manny was tired that day, dog. Manny was tired that day. That was insane next day. Manny was tired that day. He had a rough day that day, man.
Real quick for the people that are new and maybe don't know.
Yeah.
What was the question, Streeter?
Real quick. Manny used to always say, hey man, we gotta get bottom line, we gotta get better people, we gotta get more guys in, more talent in. And they would always put it on, we're gonna recruit, get more talent in. So I had my guy, Vic, my guy, pull up some stats.
Mm-hmm.
And the stats were I can't remember verbatim. The stats were kind of like, in the last 15 years, Miami has been number 1 in the coastal in recruiting.
Okay.
In the last 10 years, Miami has put more players in the NFL than any team in the ACC. So the question, so I asked Manny, the question was, I said, Manny, in the last 15 years, Miami has been number 1 in the coastal in recruiting. The last 10 years, Miami has put more kids in the NFL than any team in the ACC.
Right.
Do you know why they haven't result to more winning? And Manny said, repeat the question. And I said, oh, shit. I said, listen, because I wasn't trying to stump him. I just got tired. I just knew that those stats were those stats. And we had never won the coastal. We've been number 1 in recruiting in the coastal, never won it. Right. Well, won it once, I think. Twice, once maybe. So he said, repeat the question, and that's when my heart dropped, because I was like, oh, he's not going to be able to answer this, because I wasn't trying to stomp him. I just thought he was going to tap dance out of it. So I repeated the question really slow.
Right.
And that joker said, what answer you're looking for? And that's when I knew he was in trouble. Boy, what's the name? Went to Twitter so fast. What's the guy name? the break me brother. Man, he wrote that question on Twitter so fast.
Manny Navarro?
Not Manny Navarro, the other one, the older one who went after Mario this year.
With the beard? I don't know.
No. The guy who will give the nuggets. I got 5 nuggets.
I don't know who. I don't have no clue.
He went to Twitter so fast and said, Footballville just asked Manny, why hasn't all the talent resulted into more winning? And Manny couldn't answer. Barry Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah. He couldn't answer. I mean, he couldn't answer. And that was like the end. He was about to get fired. I wasn't trying to, but it just was facts, bro. Like, don't piss down my leg and tell me it's raining. If you're recruiting everybody in the coastal, you should win it.
At least be in it. At least, I mean, at minimum, be in it. Real quick, let me ask you this. Let's go ahead, because we got 10 minutes left. Go ahead. What you got? Oh Lord, I got a visitor down here, man. Let me pop this dude real quick, Lord. I'll tell you, boy, you get keys to the house, boy. Sometimes they just
walk in anytime they want to, huh?
I don't even know how this is gonna work because this is a different setup, so I don't know how this is gonna work.
They just walk in anytime they want to, huh?
Man, I'm in the anyway. I almost said something, but I don't know how this is gonna work, dog, because this is a different setup. So if I bring them on, it might jack it up. Let me see. Yeah, it jacked him up. It took him off 12.
Knock,
Get your
knock.
mind out of here.
Knock, knock. Knock, knock.
Which
What's
one?
up, Peter? Hey, knock, knock. Who's that peeping in your window? Hey, blah. V12 blah. What's up, chat? I need some work. I need some work.
Friends like this. Hey, friends like this, dog. I'm telling you.
Hey, just two things I want to add before I go.
You gotta say, man, Street gone. He done fell off the block.
No.
Hold on. I don't know how to get him back on.
I just want to say two things. I'm always watching, and Street said Bojack died. I need him to correct that.
Bojack
lied. He said Bo Jackson. Somebody Bo Jackson died earlier. You got to correct that. You can't say that, Street, because Bojack is alive and well. And number two, hey, Coach, if I had 13 million and 18 years old, we would own 20 foxy ladies with a whole bunch of cherries.
Black.
Go.
Yeah, bye, man. Love you, dog.
Man. Love you too.
Hey, I'm finna hit that map, dog. I'm finna hit that map, 12. I don't know what happened. I knew it was gonna jack up because he got keys to the house. And
nobody ain't catch that. When I said Bo Jackson turned over in his grave, nobody ain't catch that though.
I didn't even hear it. That's why I say, dog.
Yeah,
the man
I was talking about the NIL. Bo Jackson turned over in his grave. I know he ain't dead. But real fast, man, before we got here, bro, listen, we got a story, man. The Cleveland Browns popped up on the sideline and had a bag of weed. The boy had a pound on the sideline during the game, right? The pictures came out. I'm surprised by it because I've dealt with a lot of NFL players here recently, man. And listen, bro, there's no way the NFL don't legalize or don't let them players do marijuana here recently and do business with marijuana because they are chain smoking marijuana, bro. Period. Mm-hmm. The period. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way I can't see this going on for maybe 2 or 3 more years that the NFL just say, all right, man, y'all go ahead. But hey, it's gonna find out, bro. What they're saying is that what we thought was some old lunchbox purple, you know what I'm saying, backpack boys with sunflower seeds. Them the ugliest bag of sunflower seeds I've ever seen in my life.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought, because I was like, bro, them boys ain't coming out there with that ooh-wee. Them boys coming out there with some sunflower seeds or you know what I really thought it was as you look at it? I thought it was the chewing tobacco, right? And sometimes they get a bunch of it because they don't do the ones in the can. Like them coaches, man, they love that Skoal or what is it called? Whatever it is, but the little cans of stuff, man. You see a lot of coaches do it. But some of them dudes get an old school snuff with the long leaf and they pack it in them.
Yeah.
Be looking like bubble gum.
Right in the back. Look at the picture in the back. Pull it up.
All right, let me see how this is going to work with this new setup. Hold up. Let's see if I don't jack it up. All right.
Give me the ugliest sunflower seeds I've ever seen in my life.
I thought that's what it was, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because, you know, dog, they got pickle sunflower seed, like dill pickle flavor sunflower seed, ranch, barbecue, all kind of foolishness, man. So, yeah, I didn't think it was going to be. I was going to say, it ain't that bold now, dog. You can't be that bold.
They ain't that bold?
Nah, not to pull out that on the side.
Ain't that bold.
It's in a bag. You ain't even got to roll up in a joint or nothing. You got to, come on, dog. What you going to do with it in a bag, dog? Like,
Right. So, man, listen, man, this Monday, man, we took the weekend off, but it's the end of the show, man. Make sure I hit the like button and share. But at the end of every show, we do I don't see how, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna let you go first. We do this I don't see how, and in the comment section, y'all can give us some y'all I don't see how, I don't see how, blah, blah, blah. Give me your own see how, Hayes.
Okay. I don't see how. Hold on, I want to make sure I do this right. You caught me off guard because I wasn't really prepared.
You weren't ready.
I don't see how the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers The Lions snap the ball early, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers don't even take a time out to try to win the game.
What
Bro,
happened?
okay. Okay, we talk about time management. So let me go ahead. Let me do this. Let me put this on the screen because I know we talk about it. And this right kind of pissed me off, right? And I don't know if you got presentation, but I'm going all in. I'm getting a little upset. I'm going to cut the sound off. I don't want to get a copyright. Right here, it is 37 seconds on the clock, right? Third down, Tampa Bay got one timeout. They could have called a timeout, forced them to punt it, and try to win the game.
What's the scope?
23-31.
Oh yeah, I saw that coach said, man, it was no use for us to keep prolonging the inevitable. That's what he said.
Yeah, but see, to me, that's the problem with the NFL. They give up. Bro, the tackling was atrocious. Bro, we saw the Dolphins let Patrick Mahomes just run through and they playing two-hand touch below the waist. I don't see how this is supposed to be the greatest game and we are actually destroying it because we're not fighting to the bitter end.
That's third down?
Bro, that's 3rd and 12. It's 3rd and 12, right? There it is right there. 3rd and 12. 36 seconds on the clock. Right?
Whoa.
39. Hold on, 39 seconds. 39 seconds. Look at this.
Oh man.
They snapped it. You still have 14 seconds on the clock. Now, if they would have ran it all the way down to 12 seconds and you still got to punt it and come back, maybe I'll be okay with that. But if you snap it right here with 36 seconds, you kick the ball off. I got a chance, dog.
Oh, that's some old crystal ball mess right there, bro.
I ain't want to say it. You said it.
Man, Detroit had to snap the ball. Why they snapped it so fast?
That's the problem. They snapped it so fast and they left 14 seconds on the play clock. If you take 14 seconds off, right, that gives you down to 22 seconds. Maybe I might understand. But they snapped it way early. Come on, bro.
That's wild, bro.
Bro, but anyway, that's my I don't see how. And I don't understand how the NFL. I don't see how the NFL still make it. I got you all over the place. My bad, Street.
I don't see how.
I don't see how, man. But anyway, go ahead.
We got to see how in the comment section, dog.
I don't know.
I don't see how. Jenny Mae Jenkins. Y'all know who that is? Jenny Mae Jenkins, young Jeezy wife, walked into the courtroom and said, Your Honor, I know we got a prenup, but I was so excited about getting married, I ain't have time to thoroughly look through it. Could you throw that out? And now he's waiting to make a ruling on it. I don't see how.
I don't see how either. You should have read it before you did whatever you going to do.
She got her own. She have her own money. So what do you about? Like, these women be out for blood, bro. Like, I don't see how you walk in there and say that.
Because you know what? I'm about to open up a can, and I'm not gonna do it on today's show because we come back tomorrow. Ain't like we gotta wait a week. Because I'm gonna open up this can that we was talking about earlier when it come to certain things. She did it because it was allowed to be done, right? It's just like it's like these frivolous lawsuits in the world where McDonald's got sued because the coffee was hot. Coffee is hot. It wasn't iced coffee, and they put hot coffee in an iced coffee cup, and you burn yourself and get $1 million, dog. And you're allowed to sue people for foolishness. So because you're allowed to do certain things, guess what? That's what it is. Real quick, I got another dono here. Reggie, I'm sorry. Reggie says, Coach, is that Auburn University on your screen? I ain't telling. Thank you for the $2. That's Hayes Street. I don't know why y'all keep talking about it, man.
Reggie paid to say that?
Yes. Get out of here with that, Reggie.
Reggie want to know, boy.
I gotta find. We gotta go buy a new street. We got to buy a new street. That's all I'm gonna say.
Reggie figured it out now.
I don't know what you're talking about, Streeter.
But yeah, I mean, I don't see how, man. Miss Jeezy, Miss 17-5 tripping, dog.
She not tripping. She doing exactly what the world they allowed them to do, man. Like, that's why I say prenups ain't even like the real deal. Judges can set prenups aside and all the other good stuff, dog, with no problem, bro. So,
but all right, man, let's
get
get up out of here, bro.
Yeah, we out of here. Hey, we here 5 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 7 p.m., man. So while you're making dinner, meal prepping, on the treadmill, at the gym, whatever, come meet me and your boy. I'm Coach Hayes. That's D Streeter. Come meet us on the corner of Hayes Street where we get all the latest news. You know what I'm saying? Hey, where it go down. And some people wondering, what y'all got going on down there? Don't worry about what we got going on the corner of Hayes Street. Just know it paid the bill.
You see the trap down there, boy. Look at that.
Hey, you see it? Hey, look at it coming out. That Becky with the good hair with the black on right there coming.
You see Becky, you see the pink toe coming out there. Man, we need to talk to the government, though. Them streets look rough, boy.
Hey, man.
Potholes and down there, boy. We can talk to the government, man.
Hey, man, we just know what we're saying, man. Look, we got on the block. She's standing there waiting. She on the block. That's all. Pay me my money.
My money. You ready to get out of here, bro?
Hold on. What ready? Coach, where your toilet paper to roll the tree? Huh? What? Coach, where your toilet paper to roll the tree?
Slap him. Get ready to get out of here.
Toilet paper, no tree. There you go. Right
Speaking of government, even real fast. Speaking of government, two stocks y'all need to go check out: DWAC, DWAC, and Fund, PHUN. These stocks are connected to Trump. DWAC is Trump Media Company, and Hayes. Ever since he started running, the stocks have been running crazy. I think DWAC went up 70% today. I don't know what Trump got up his sleeve, but he's definitely reminding the people that listen, boy, when I was in office, boy.
There it is.
Y'all can't say y'all was broke.
I'm with you.
And DWAC, two stocks related to Trump, they've been running for the last 2 weeks.
I love it. Hey, real quick, Hoodie Girl, Wednesday. Hit me up, DM me on Twitter, Wednesday. Let's do it. All right, we out of here, man. Peace, love, and hair grease. With all that being said, catch us daily, 7 p.m. You on the corner of Hayes Street right here. I'm Coach Hayes. That's my man, D Street. And we rocking and rolling, and we'll see y'all on the other side. Peace.